All right, let's see if we can beat Juventus here. 1-1, we come in on aggregate. We're coming into enemy territory, and so let's see if we can do this. We should have some sort of advantage because we have our big three up there in front. You'll notice that Pogba's on there. I decided to leave Casemiro out. I can't remember what it was that made me upset when I made this lineup. At any rate, he is upset with me that I didn't have him on, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt us or not. I mean, to be frank with you, I'm planning on trying to sell him as soon as we have the opportunity this summer. Meanwhile, we have let them in behind us quite easily, but De Vici goes back and gets it over to Edwards Maradona now, and he can't find anyone with his header. Pogba wins it over, though, to Pele, and we're looking a little bit better. We need to see some sort of performance from Pele today. Maradona here looking far corner, or far post with this corner. De Vici can't quite get his head on it, but Trésor has it. He takes a shot, forces another corner, so Maradona is going to look for this again. Look again, far post. Let's see if he can do it. There it goes, and Edwards can't quite get to it. It is taken in by their keeper. So it is, and let's see if we can do something here to get the ball back, but they have a free kick here just outside of the penalty area, and Martinez is able to head it backwards, and that was an amazing series of events. We had, I think, 2 different goal line saves there at the end. And I guess they're going to say with the goal line technology that was kept out by Lev Yashin, but boy, that was really, really close. And so we came very, very close to putting ourselves in the hole very early on. Here's Trésor, over to Pogba, back to Trésor, up to De Vici, Pogba, De Vici. He'll hold it, finds Maradona, Pogba again to De Vici, back to Maradona, back to De Vici, up to Martinez, Maradona. And he's got 2 guys on him, and they both tackle him at once, and so he loses possession, and we are in trouble once again. And we should not be the team having the ball kicked around us. Breitner finally wins this over De Vici to Pogba. Pogba to Edwards. Edwards up to Breitner. Breitner. He's got a couple of guys here. He goes back to Edwards over to Pogba, and Pogba takes a shot, and that is saved, and it's out for another corner. So we have, once again, a chance. Let's see if we can find anybody with this. It's going to be near post. Maradona goes back to take it, and there it goes, looking for Pele, I think it was, that's hit back out for another corner. So we'll try this one again. We're going to go far post this time. And looks like it's going for De Vici, and I think they grabbed that. Once again, I'm not sure that I have the corner set up, routine set up correctly. It really is a pain to remember to do this. Can't remember if FM24 has something better and new for set pieces or not, so somebody let me know. I haven't really put that much thought or energy into it at the moment because we're going to wait to get that until they're done with their initial round of updates. I don't want to pay for a beta product. Edwards has this ball stolen from him, but Pele goes back and wins it back over to Martinez. Back to Lev Yashin, still no score. Trésor now about 30 minutes into the match. Edwards to Maradona, back to Pele. Pele takes it himself and takes a shot that is saved. So Pele is showing what he's capable of doing. Looks like he's doing a better job today than he was last time we played Juventus. Here's Maradona with the corner. Looking over and can't quite find anybody. Trésor ends up winning it, but it's knocked away by the opposition and ends up all the way back with Messi. Pele now just misses out on that kick to him inside the penalty area. Trésor ends up within the back over to Lev Yashin, and he passes over to Edwards down to Pogba. Pogba over to Trésor, looking for Lam. Lam, in his first start, doesn't really know how to play the position quite yet, and that has led to a goal for them. They're going to look at whether Vlahovic was offside. I'm pretty sure he was onside. I have a real hard time seeing how this is controversial. And now they have disallowed it, so apparently he was offside. I didn't see that as offside. I may have been wrong. And yeah, look at that. He was offside. He was just offside. And see, that's the problem there, because as soon as it's kicked, it looks like he comes back on. So 0-0. I would say that's a controversial call. De Vici kicks over here to Pele for us, over to Breitner, to Martinez. Martinez finds Pogba. Over to Pele. Pele looking for Edwards, and it's knocked out at the last second. Pogba wins this, though. Over to Lam now. Lam up to Messi. Good pass. And Messi's shot is deflected, so we get another corner. Let's see if we can do this once again. We're doing a near post this time. Maradona steps back and fires, looking for Pele, can't quite find him, and so that ends up going out, and it remains 0-0. We're looking okay. Breitner looks like he's doing all right. I'm just looking at the scores. We are in control of the match. Passing well is what they're telling me, so that's what we like to see. Pogba here. Wide open shot, and it is saved by their keeper, and this is out this time for a throw. And so we'll see what happens with the next highlight. And they have a corner now. This is just 2 minutes later. Shows you how fast and frantic this match is. Trésor heads this one out, just out of the penalty box, but not far enough. And it requires a good save from Leviashin. And so we have weathered another storm, and it looks like we're doing okay. Looking for Lam, and I couldn't see what his rating is so far, but looks like he's doing all right. Messi here with a shot and scores. So that's number 6 of the season. First one here for Manchester United, and that makes it 1-0 for United here at the very end of the first half. And that's going to give us, I think, a little bit of a boost. It was Maradona here who made this, and Messi, there's nobody around him. And, I mean, you never know when that shot's going to come. And he had that far corner picked out well in advance. Here's another corner that we have to defend. Kostic takes this, and that is headed up and over the goal. And that will be the end, and that is halftime. So we have a 1-0 advantage here. Let's see if we can hold on and stay in this tournament. Pele not exactly having the best of times out there. Philip Lahm, there he is. He's actually doing all right, and that's the thing that we are looking for since this is his first match. We're going to keep Pele out there and see if he can do something a little bit more for us. I'm not sure what it is that's upsetting him. I've been trying to talk with him, and he won't tell me anything. Lahm back to Trésor, over to Pogba. He may be upset that he's not playing as a striker. Pogba back to De Vici, and it goes back to Leviashin, over to Martinez. Over to Pele, Edwards, down to Breitner, and Pele was out of position. So that's the end of that highlight for us. Pogba tries to win this one. He's got to be careful he doesn't get set off. Messi wins it in the end, over to Lahm. Trésor, back to De Vici. This is good. Up to Pogba, down to Maradona, forward to Edwards, and Edwards is behind the defense, and his shot is blocked by the keeper. And that's a little bit of sweeper-keeper action there for you. That was dangerous by their keeper because he comes way out of his position. And if he's not careful here, what happens is he winds up just letting Edwards get in behind him. So look how far up he comes, and he anticipates the shot. Edwards with a good move to get past about 3 different guys to get that shot off. Lahm to Pogba, now to Messi, and Messi with another shot and scores. So do you think he was worth the money? 2-0 for Messi. And we are ahead here in the Champions League. And this is what I thought would happen, right? If we have Pele on the pitch, of course, they're going to key him. Pele and Maradona create an issue for the defense, but if you add Messi to the mix, that creates a huge issue for the defense. They don't know who to guard, and that's exactly what's happening here. 2-0 for United, and we have the rest of the world on alert because we have arrived. Now, the question, of course, as always, is can we afford these players? I doubt we can. Messi wins this ball back over to Pogba. Pogba to Edwards. Edwards up to Pele, back to Messi, and he's fouled, and they don't call it. And he's clearly fouled there in the penalty area. It should have been a penalty, and instead they have a break. And let's see if we can stop this counterattack. Unfortunately for us, their shot goes wide of the goal. And so we have another goal kick. About 54 minutes now into the match. De Vici kicks over to Trésor. Trésor up looking for Maradona. It was a really poor pass, but Pogba wins it back with the yellow card already, and he shoots and scores. It's number 4 of the season for Paul Pogba. He's been getting better and better as this season has gone along, and that was really sort of brave of him to do that with a yellow card already, and he wins this tackle cleanly right here, just takes the ball off and takes it up himself with 2 men on him. He avoids the tackle from behind and finds the far corner, and that's what does it. And it's 3-0 for Manchester United. Now I think we can breathe a little bit easier. Lahm with the throw over to Trésor, down to De Vici. Trésor over to Lahm again. Pogba now over to Lahm to Messi. Messi, and he's tackled right away. Messi doesn't quite have the control that he needs to really be able to do that there in midfield. What we need to do is we need to get him the ball a little bit closer to the goal. I think we'll have a little bit more success if we can do that. It's Chiesa here for Juventus, and Martinez ends up intercepting to Edwards, but Edwards loses it. Leviashin with an incredible save. That looked like one of those Madden 24 type things, where the game glitches out. Edwards gets it from Pele to Pogba, back to Pele. Shoot, and he just misses. That's off the top crossbar. Pele just doesn't look like himself and is having kind of a quiet match. But at least he was able to create something. We're only 60 minutes into this match. 3-0, we have the lead, but they can come back, and we know, and we've seen them do this before. Breitner to Pele, to Martinez, back to Breitner, and then it's taken away. Pele can't win it back as hard as he tries. And let's see if we can get this one back in transition now. And they're passing the ball sort of north to south on us, but I think we have one here, Messi, and now it's not quite good enough. So the shot will not come in. It's Pogba instead who wins that as they try one too many passes. Lam gets it over here on the right side, and then his pass is wayward. That's what happens when you're just not used to playing together with the team. Dalot, the former Manchester United player, had the ball there for a second. It's Chiesa who ends up with the shot, and Lev Yashin is able to grab it. Dalot, I don't know if it was good for us to get rid of him or not. That's how we got money to afford the money we actually spent on these players. That shot there at the end was always going to be caught, though, by Lev Yashin, no question about it. And so our 3-0 lead is preserved. Lam with the throw over to Messi, back to Lam. Knocks that one down. I'm not sure who he was looking for there, but whatever he was looking for wasn't there. And here's a counterattack, and Sivori is behind the defense. But Lev Yashin goes over, takes the ball right off of him. There's a little throw pass back to the keeper, and then he lobs it downfield looking for, I think it was Maradona. Couldn't quite find him. Now Messi is able to win it. Messi is so fast. Edwards finds, no, it was Pele. And there is Maradona who scores, and it's 4-0 for United. And that was pretty simple. And that's number 10, they're saying, for Maradona this season. And he has been an absolute revelation here for this team. And when these guys, especially these top three, start getting used to playing together like this, they're unstoppable. I mean, this is amazing. Maradona gets that off the deflection, and he just does a little jump in the air and kind of knocks it over quietly with the foot. And there's no need for any hand of God here. That's the foot of God. So the foot of God has struck here, and it is 4-0 for Manchester United. And so it is. We're looking at fitness levels here for a second, but I'm not too worried about anybody. I'm just worried about somebody like Pogba getting sent off for doing something stupid. Pass over to Maradona, now back to Trésor. Trésor brings it up, Messi. Down to Edwards. Edwards plays with it over to Messi again. Messi to Maradona, over to Pogba. That's nice. Lam looking for Messi, can't quite find him. It's with Pele now to Breitner, over to Edwards, and he's going to take a shot. I was going to say he probably should dump it into somebody, but instead Duncan Edwards decides that it's worth it to take that shot from range, and he ends up losing possession right away. And they once again are sort of kicking the ball all over our defense. This is one of those things I really don't like to see, and it happens from time to time. And I'm not sure who that was running with Chiesa. I think it may have been Messi, actually, who was trying to sort of get that ball off of him quietly. We still have 15 minutes left of match to go, and the game is starting to glitch out a little bit because of the awesome power of the Manchester United attack. Now let's see if this awesome power can extend to the defense. And Moretti is adjudged to be offside, and I think that was the right call. You can take a look at this again, and Chiesa had a bunch of guys running after them. And who is this here? It is Messi. It's Messi running full steam after him. With Messi, looks like he just came on the pitch. Maradona now with the free kick looks for Messi, and there's the power header, and it just goes off the post and out. And I thought that was the hat trick. Just misses that one. And getting a hat trick in this match would be really amazing. So 4-0, the score remains. It's 5-1 in aggregate. We have basically punched in our ticket to the next round, which is what we wanted. Martinez wins this in the back to Edwards, and then we lose possession right away. But we are able to block it and prevent it from going in. And I do think that we have our favorite top three here in this save. And I don't think anybody can compete with the likes of Pele, Maradona, and Messi up at the very top. So we're doing all right. We've got good momentum going forward. We're getting the cohesion developed, and we just have a couple minutes here until it is a part of history. And so Pele heads this one back to the original penalty taker, Moretti, who has his shot deflected out for another corner kick, so we get to defend once again. I do think that despite the fact that Juventus has had a number of highlights, that we've really dominated possession, more or less. And we at least have prevented them from having many good quality shots on goal. And there's Pele winning the ball back from Diego Dalot, and that's going to really make him feel upset that one of the guys that he was basically traded for ends up defeating him so easily. Edwards knocks this one now over to Lam. Lam over looking for somebody. It wasn't Messi, and his name popped up. I'm not quite sure who Lam was looking for there in the center. There were a lot of guys sort of standing around there. There's Chiesa again, and he's going to try a shot. Not going to work. Lam's clearance ends up knocking into the head of the attacking player, And then Lev Yashin gets rid of the nonsense, grabs the ball, and throws it over to Trezor. Trezor, whose job here for the most part, as I've been watching this, has been to just sort of stand in the way. And that's exactly what he did right there, just get in the way. Yeah, there's Lam knocking. I think he knocked it off of his teammate's backside. So good job by Lam. Way to use your teammates. Trezor passes this to Edwards. Edwards over to Pogba, to Messi, whose name keeps popping up. And he has Pele out behind the defense. Pele in trouble to Breitner. Breitner's shot is deflected. That one almost went in anyway, and that goes behind for a corner. So we continue to pile it on, despite the fact that we're up 4-0, and we are absolutely into the next round. Maradona looking for somebody far post. I don't know who it was. De Vici over to Trezor to Edwards. Edwards back looking for Maradona, but it wasn't much of a pass. I guess that could have been for Pele. It's kind of hard to tell. Pele, not much of a match. He was quiet, but it didn't matter in the end. That's why we got Messi. That's why we have Maradona. We had a 1.89 XG was all. 4 goals, though. 10 shots on target to their 8. That was a pretty exciting match, and they did dominate possession, but we got the best of it. We advanced to the next round, and we get a little bit of money, too. How about that? Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.